Kiana said, ain't no relationship worth losing your freedom or going to jail. I wonder if she believes that. Because I got a feeling Damodrick gonna go back to jail. Because you know what, y'all? I think that Damodrick, if anybody did that stuff to that car, it was him. Let's talk about it, shall we? Life After Lockup, Season 6, Episode 16. We're in a bad situation. Everybody needs a sweet old tea. Thank you, subscribers, to my consistent reviews. All in all, who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for our tea, guys. Sweet old. It's time for our tea, it's time for our tea, Y'all, I think Damodrick did that to that car. The more I look at this, the more I listen to this, the more I believe that Damodrick is the one that wrote dump on that car and them tires up. I truly believe that. I don't believe Kiana did it. And when she asked him about that $600, and did you do it? And he said no with that straight face that he's been lying with. He uses the same straight face, same eyebrow motion and everything to tell a whole ass lie. He a lie. He been lying to this girl, Kiana, from the jump. Okay, so on this episode, y'all, we open up where we left off at. Jawaila, the dad, the stepmom are downtown to the birthday party with no other kids showed up. Kiana is on the porch talking to her girlfriend, talking about the situation, the circumstances, and everything, giving her the tea on what's going on in this relationship. In the meantime, Juela is in his face telling him, when you stop coming to my house and I stop getting up and letting you in and dropping it low and spreading it wide under the pretense that you coming to put your boys to bed. They're having that dumb conversation. You got to stop coming to my house when you want to and getting in my bed. Jawaila tells the staff, Jawaila tells the staff that she has slept with Damodrick since he's been out of jail at least 50 times. And you know she counting. Because she a petty bitch. And at first I was trying to ride with Jawaila, but Jawaila's a petty bitch. Like she probably got memoirs, she probably got diaries and got a check off, got a calendar where she checking off every day when they have it and how many times they done did it. She petty is. So she's down at the party fussing with him because she done took his $600, stuck it in her little coat pocket. He allowed Kiana to come down there with the cupcakes. She saw him in the parking lot because she made an excuse to go and get her coat out the car. And she comes back to the party, the lifeless party, with the little boys. Decoration and blew off and everything. And now she fussing at him. And of course, he's lying because that's what he knows to do. That's probably how he kept people up off him downtown to the jail. Because this is a lying man right here. And you mean to tell me that Kiana don't know he lying? She know he lying. Anyway, we'll get to that. So Jawaila is mad. She talk about shutting the party down. So, the stepmother and them is like, what you shut the party down, woo woo woo, let's go on. Y'all, all this stuff, right? The father know that he is sleeping with both of these women. His dad now, right? He just ready to give him that fool. So the mother-in-law is saying, you need to stay in here. Did I take some notes? I took some notes yesterday while we was live. Let me see if I got exactly what the little stepmother said, because I don't like her. Because you got to be fair across the board. And Kiana is coming with her own little dumb stuff. She said that when Damodrick was asked, was he cheating? He said no. Then she started fussing with the stepmother because the stepmother was all up in her business about how petty she is and that they need to get along and that she blowing stuff out of proportion. And she was like, I ain't blowing anything out of proportion. Why she pulling her kids? So that just messed up the little boy birthday party, right? Because this is little Junior, okay? And so this is DJ. And so, she was like, well, how would you feel if your husband's all the baby mamas was all up in the business and doing all this kind of stuff, and she was like, I'm his wife, I ain't gonna care. She would care. She seems like she's the type of woman who would care whether or not those other baby mothers that belong to his father, who probably did the same thing that Damodrick is doing, which is why he think it's a good kiki and a caca, and it's all right for him to do it. Hey, Martha, you already a niece. You here, boo. You subscribe, you a niece. I see you, baby. I see you in the comment section. Let me see where you at. You already a niece. As long as you subscribe to the channel, you a niece, boo. Welcome to the family. So, the grandfather was like, so what you gonna do with the toys? And she was like, I'm gonna leave them. And he was like, those toys are not for you. The toys are for the kids. And she said, they got toys at home. Then what was the need of you having a party? Oh, was a party just for them to celebrate? And if they had came empty-handed, you would have had something to say about it. The disrespect. Now, I don't like the stepmother. I don't like her at all because I feel like she puts her mouth on stuff that she should not be putting her mouth on. Like point blank and to the period. If she ain't Damodrick's mother, shut the up and stand down. Where's his mama? Okay. So she took the boys home. She's speeding up out of there and got the audacity to have one of the doors a different color. Was that door snatched off? Why is the panel on the one? I said, Lord Jesus. On the passenger side in the back, the door is a whole different tone, whole different color of gray. I said the car was broke down from the beginning. It ain't like she got, you know what? She probably doing the best that she can. The father says she always becomes defensive and wants to take up for herself. And they say that she's bitter. And she was like, I'm not bitter. Yes, you are. I didn't think you was at first, but this tit for tat and talking about how many times you done slept with him and all of that kind of stuff, that don't get you brownie points and it don't make you no better than Kiana. It just make you, just a little lapdog that he can go to when he wants to go over there. And you don't have no control to say no. And you really did think, I believe, Jawaila, now looking at it, you thought that as long as you slept with him, that he was going to pick you. And he did not pick you. He picked Kiana. Now, Kiana ain't really picked either because he going up over there and sleeping with you. So don't neither one of y'all need to be with him. But women will sit up there and fight for this. They'll fight for a man that sits up here and look like this. They will fight for a man that barely got a job, that been incarcerated for the better portion of his life. They will fight you over it. They will just about. So they go on about their business. She's standing out there complaining. And the next thing you know, we see him with Kiana. And he is basically telling Kiana that he ain't sleeping with Juela. That Jawaila has been just saying, you F me, you F me, you F me. He says that she needs to go to a psych ward. No, motherfucker, you do. You need to go to a psych ward. I was like, the audacity of this man to sit there and say that to that woman like that. That made me so mad because it is so many people who will try to put it out there in the street that you crazy or something is wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with that girl. And Kiana was like, she just ain't gonna bring this out the blue. Something is off. You know what's off, but you don't want to lose. Because the thing about it is, I don't even think that they want the man. They just in competition with each other. I don't know why women compete with me. I'm out. I ain't gonna fight you over no man. I'm out. I don't have this to do. I don't want to date a cheater ever. I don't want a cheater. I don't want someone. She said, we got to build the trust. This man is standing out there mopping the club, the thing up. We got one of those mops. Matter of fact, we got two. Cleaning the car. And she probably think, oh my God, he the best man. He gets up and he mops the car. That's all it take. He says, I go over there and tuck my kids in and put my kids to bed. She said, well, maybe you have a little bit of extra time and you go with Jawaila. He says, no, I'll come back and I'll be with you and your kids. Instead of saying you and our kids. So that lets you know right there where he is. He was quick to give her the $600, but he don't want to tell Kiana he did it. Because he know it's going to be an issue. But I swear, y'all, I believe he did that to that car. I believe that he left her house and there was something that was going on between the two of them. And this went out there and vandalized her car. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, the more that this is going on, the more I think he did it. And I'm wondering whether or not they did it together. Because why Joella Patty? Something happened to the girl car. And I'm telling you, I think, oh, thank you so much, Martha Esmo, for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Welcome. Do I have a membership song? Welcome. If y'all have not already done so, please welcome our love to the family. Let me see if I do. I got it. No, I got super chats there. Yeah, I don't have no membership one. Dang it, I don't have one for the membership. Welcome, boo. Y'all, please make sure y'all welcome her. Please and thank you. I'm wondering whether or not they did this together. Because if they didn't do it together, I truly believe it was Damodrick. to keep stuff going on. He seems like he's the type of man who want a bunch of going on. And it is so strange to me that the other baby mamas are not filming. They probably know how low down dirty Damodrick is and how low he will go to keep stuff going in, going on against with women. Because he's standing out there, he turns to. So they was talking. So Kiana was talking to him about the birthday party, and all of that kind of stuff. And he was like, she asked him, what happened down at the party? Did you talk to her about? No, it was just all about the son. It was just all about the son. All I wanted to do was concentrate on the party. You a lie. You a lie. Then he says that he was just, he was just totally. Oh my goodness, Twyla. Oh, he said, you too loud. He sat there and said the problem is y'all two. You Patty, she Patty. The issue, I'm the innocent one in the middle of all this bull. Why you ain't take the kids? Because you was being Patty. She said because I couldn't go. So he turns it on to Kiana, but Kiana knows my man is sleeping with Jawaila. She knows he is sleeping with Juela. What you saying, boo? He could have done it because he was quick to pay when the police got involved. Next episode, there is supposed to be some camera footage. What? What? Probably did so he can prove he isn't messing with her anymore and Kiana will be dumb enough to fall for it. Oh my God. Raydella said, let's get them likes up. Raydella, it's late. It's not a lot of people in here. It's late, Raydella. And it's fine. Oh, thank you, Martha. Martha says, thank you all so much. I'm so happy to be a part of this channel. Other channels don't ever keep it real. Auntie does, and we can have our own opinions that Auntie don't fault us for. Absolutely. Long as you ain't cussing. Okay? Because you two don't like that. Y'all, I think that he did this, and I think that he is playing these girls, and it is just so sad to see this. It really is sad to see this because he got the gift of gab. He probably learned from his father because his father pats him on his back every time and going to sit there and say, you got to get your stuff together. Was she wrong for leaving those toys behind? It was disrespectful. But I understood because that stepmother, don't say nothing to me. You, it appears that the stepmother got her own bullshit going on because she absolutely brought up those other women. Oh, yes, she did. Absolutely, Megan. Absolutely, Megan. Absolutely. It's weird like that, Veronica, because I'm up late and I sent them out and I changed the time on them. So it probably hasn't picked it up because I didn't go to YouTube and refresh. I'm doing it straight from the stream yard. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boo. Oh, look, my moderator not even getting it. So maybe I should come back tomorrow and do the last one. If that'll be better. It might be better for me just to do the other one tomorrow. And I have been splitting these up because I know that there are some people who say that they absolutely like long videos. However, given the fact that I've been running my mouth and my average video is like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, some of them longer than that, y'all be out here for y'all will be out here forever trying to figure out what I'm saying, right? So I've been just kind of breaking them up, right? But and it works better for me too. It works better for me. Kanisha says, I wonder if D has any daughters because we know darn well he wouldn't want somebody treating his daughters that way. Absolutely. Absolutely. But what could he say about it? There ain't nothing he can say about it. And nothing he could do about it. Like nothing he could do about it. Okay? Nothing. So tomorrow I got a busy day, got a lot of stuff going on, but I wanted to make the announcement that I did indeed go and look at Deb's house. We are on episode 3. So I am going to come out and I am going to do a review tomorrow on Deb's house R&B. I found it very interesting and it's a little ghetto, but I'm ready for the ghetto. So if you are someone who looks at Deb's house, it's on WeTV in all black. I was able to look at it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all gonna have to forgive me because that girl that has autism, she says she's a high functioning, is going to get dragged. She's gonna get dragged. And I'm just letting you know she's gonna get dragged. I think I'm gonna have to do a disclaimer at the beginning of each one of those videos. She's going to get dragged because she's doing too much. She's doing too much. And when you know you have a problem, it shouldn't be everybody else's. And everybody shouldn't have to tiptoe around you. This is a competition. And the other girl getting dragged too. So it's a couple of them that's going to get dragged. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your foe. I'm going to drag that girl. And that's a faux show. Okay. Okay. I'm going to drag them. So get ready. Thank y'all so much for being here. Since YouTube is having notification problems, I will get up in the morning and do the other one. Okay, because I want y'all to be able to get the notification. And if Ray Della, my moderator, isn't getting it, where she should be getting it as soon as I load, she should be the first one getting it. If she's not getting it, then there's absolutely an issue. So we will talk about Courtney. No, not Courtney. Brooke. We'll be talking about Brooke tomorrow. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. And welcome, Martha. Bye, y'all.